going on, people? Welcome back again. Nick J. Francis channel. And bro, what did I just witness, bruv? What did I just witness? I was on the up along with X, and yeah, bruv, we just lost 1-0 to Newcastle. I'm watching the Anthony Gordon getting his post-match interview right now, and that was dead. That was actually so dead. Like, and the ref, to me, the refs killed the game. He's killed the game completely. The game was an aggressive, physical game, which I was really surprised by. And Arsenal did a lot of things well. We knew that they were going to be physical. We went up there prepared for a physical game. We started flying into challenges. They were trying to be physical. We wanted to match that physicality. And as soon as Kai Havertz hit someone with a challenge, and it was a late challenge, and I said it's a yellow card, everyone's in uproar. Oh my God, what are you doing? It's like, bruv, it's like, man, try bully us and don't expect us to fight back. So cool, we fight back. Do you know what I'm saying? We give that aggression, and people don't like it. It don't make no sense, bruv. Then I'm seeing Bruno Guimaraes go up to Jorginho and elbow him in the back of the head, bruv. Elbow or forearm, I don't care, bruv. Off the ball completely, just attacks him and assaults him in the back of the head, and no foul given, nothing given. Strange. Do you know what I'm saying? Then I'm seeing the ball clearly out of play for the Anthony Gordon goal, and VAR took 6-7 minutes to look at it, and it's still given as a goal, and a two-handed push in the back of Gabriel for the goal. It makes no sense, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? But I want to focus on us, what we did wrong, what could we have done, and the shots were appalling, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? We had 14 shots in the whole game and one shot on target. One shot on target. One. And for the last 20 minutes of the game, once they had scored, it was low block, and getting shots on target was difficult. Understood, no problem. But before that, there were periods of the game, long periods of the game, where we were dominating. We were playing, maybe dominating is a little bit strong, but we were dominating the ball, had a lot more of the ball, playing some really good patterns of play, and none of it came to a shot. None of it. It was really, really let down today by Bukayo Saka and Gabby Martinelli. And obviously I love them. It's no, negativity towards them, but just in particular the performance from them, because the players that I was worried about looking at the 11, I'm worried about Havertz, I was worried about Jorginho, and I was worried about Nketiah up top, obviously, because you never know what you're going to get with these guys. And I thought they were really good. Honestly, for large periods of the game, especially the first half, I thought they were doing really, really well. Kai Havertz, third man runs, getting beyond the back four of Newcastle, playing some intricate passing plays. I don't think Havertz played badly at all, but none of it resulted in a shot. So much of the game is relying on the pace of Martinelli and Saka to get behind that back four. I thought Rice was really, really superb, picking up the ball deep. And this is in the first half, picking up the ball deep and driving into the second half, and then offloading to the wingers. But none of it came to a shot. The only shot was from Gabriel Martinelli's run, where he took on a few players, cut this way, cut that way, cut this way, cut that way, got the shot away, and it was a really tame shot in the end. But, at least it was something. He's trying to do something. But the rest of the team, Jorginho trying shots from distance, which I wasn't against. I did think we may need shots from outside the box and have Nketiah on like an instinctive second, because Nketiah, I know he scored the hat-trick, but he's not an out-and-out striker. I thought Rice, Havertz, Jorginho, shots from the edge of the box, and just let Nketiah do what he does, fox in the box, pick up the scraps. That's what he can do. That's where he's best. But guess what? He can't do that if there's no shots, bruv. There were no shots. Do you know what I'm saying? It didn't make any sense. There were so many opportunities for us to get a shot away, and we just weren't doing it. It was the most frustrating game to look at. And then they go and get a spurious goal, and the offside, I don't think it was offside. There was no offside, but the ball to me is out of play. Expressions himself, who's a Spurs fan, said it's out of play. Dave, who's his producer, who's a Real Madrid fan, said it's out of play. It was clearly out of play. They were like, oh, it's going to get chalked off as out of play. Then the goal's given. How? Two-handed push in the back of Gabriel, and the goal's given. Really, really terrible decision making for me. Man of the match has to be Lee Mason, because other than the goal from Anthony Gordon, there's no one you can look at in their team and say, wow, what a great game from you. And there's no one in our team that you could look at and go, wow, what a great game from you. Do you know what I'm saying? And 0-0 is probably about fair, but how these decisions are getting, like, it don't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's got my Arsenal shirt on, ready to celebrate. There's nothing to celebrate. Nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a long journey. We've played what is close to a starting 11 team for the players that we've got available, and just nothing. I thought Tomiyasu was poor today. Tomiyasu is a player that I really, really rate. I think on his day he can be our best defender, but today showed nothing. I thought Saliba was good. Saliba was good today. Ben White obviously got subbed off, and then the subs, when they came on, it was flat, and that pretty much sums up the performance. Like, everything was just flat. Do you know what I'm saying? There was no levels. I thought, okay, once we conceded, we'd go up a level. We didn't go up a level at all. It stayed pretty much flat at the same level. The whole thing just didn't make any sense to me. Like, you know, I think the refereeing was poor, but I think we allowed the refereeing to be poor today, because ultimately, if we go and put the ball in the back of the net, do you know what I'm saying? You know, we can make things happen. We go and put the ball in the back of the net, and then nothing else matters after that. Nothing. But the referee just allowing time and time and time again, foul after foul after foul after foul. And once he allowed it once, he had to keep allowing it. And then the game, in my opinion, got away from him. The game completely got away from him. And even a later challenge, I think it was Bruno again. It seems like something personal between Bruno and Jorginho. Jorginho plays the ball away, and way later, he just gets hit straight in the back. And do you know what I'm saying? Poor. David Raya, another player we've got to talk about. Poor for the goal. Really, really poor. The ball looked like it was going off. The defender slowed down. Ben White should have been there. But when the cross comes back in, David Raya was awful. Flapping at the ball, not really looking at his box, not checking his bearings, nothing. It was absolutely... It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. And with David Raya, we've seen this time and time and time again. He's not been there for a very, very long time. He has almost as many howlers as Ramsdale does, and he's only been there for a few months. Yes, he can play the ball out from the back, but I think that the ball playing that we get from the back is not enough to warrant what we lose in an actual goalkeeper. It's not good enough. You know, it's the only way I can describe it. It's not good enough, and Aaron Ramsdale really doesn't have to worry about his place, because other than Arteta's stubbornness, he should find himself back in the starting 11 pretty soon, because it's poor. Do you know what I mean? I think the game had 0-0 screaming, 0-0 written all over it. Do you know what I mean? It should have definitely been a 0-0 game, but, you know, to me, the ref has ruined it. Do you know what I mean? The referee has absolutely ruined it. You know, we see the offside, we see the foul. If people want to say Kai Havertz's foul was a red, fine. I disagree. I think it's a yellow, but you want to say it's a red, that's fine. But elbowing someone or forearming someone in the back of their head when they're not looking off the ball completely is clearly a red card, and nothing was given. You know, if we're allowed to, how far can it go? What level of assault can I do on another player if the ref is looking the other way, and not have it pulled back for a red card, not have some type of retrospective action? Do you know what I'm saying? I'm really confused about that, genuinely. And those things do make the difference, because those players are involved in going to do the build up for the goal. And then the offside. And then the VAR check on the goal. The whole thing's dead. It don't make any sense to me. On another day we win. You know, but I'm looking at the team and I'm thinking, if Partey's in there, I don't know that it's any better. If Jesus is in there, I don't know if it's any better. We need shots, and we need someone. I did like in the first half some of the leadership that Jorginho showed, so I don't want to pile onto him too much, because I actually don't think he was very bad today, even though he's the player I was worried about. But we need someone on the pitch who's going to be able to assess the game and say, here's what's going wrong and here's where we need to go better. And I didn't see anybody doing that today. Saka needs to be rested. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I believe he has the ability, I'm putting it down to being rested and not being dropped. But he was poor today. Really, really poor. Martinelli was reasonably poor, but Saka was very, very quiet today. Fabio Vieira came on, Trossard came on. Not really much happens. Zinchenko came on, and they're pretty 5 to 6 out of 10 performances. Nothing really of any type of note. Set pieces. They tried to go short with the set pieces. You know, what I'm seeing at the moment that's frustrating me with our set pieces is a lack of variation. We're not going short sometimes and long sometimes. We're going short, or like in other games we're going long, and we're not really mixing it up. And the set piece quality was poor. These are all things that we need to look at. We're now, you know, obviously it's only 11 games in, but we're now in a position where if the two teams below us win their next games, we may not even be in the top 4 at the moment, almost a quarter of the way through the season, or over a quarter of the way through the season. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not on. It's not on at all. Do you know what I mean? To be title challengers last season, I know Partey's out. I know Jesus is out. Jurriën Timber is out. They're 3 key players for us. But the team that we have has enough ability for us to be top 4. And games like this, we have enough ability to go and win these games. You know, to me, the way that we've been grinding out results and the spirit that we showed, we should have had 3 points there. Do you know what I'm saying? Even a draw wouldn't have been very impressive to me. We absolutely needed 3 points there. We haven't got it. And, you know, a lot of that, I believe, is down to the referee. We were very flat, but the referee absolutely has pushed it one way or the other, and he's pushed it against us there. So, That's what it is, do you know what I'm saying? But listen, that's all I got to say on this. I'm out of it, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the video, subscribe. There's going to be more coming, more boxing, more football, more all of that. But yeah, Lee Mason, man of the match, man. Shout out to you, blood.